This is the farm. He's on the road into the former Toeppen farm. And it's milking time. Cows are coming out one by one. Not really sure what this cow's doing over here. Seems to be eating dirt. Hey cow, don't eat the dirt. It's November 2010. Can't remember what day it is. Here's the old oak tree on the top of the hill at the farm near Ridgeway, Wisconsin. And to the left of it is a hickory tree. They kind of just are mashed together. There's a pine tree that we planted in about 1970. Down there at the bottom of the hill, a couple more pine trees. All these pine trees in the foreground are recent plants, like within the last 15 years. It's kind of hard to spot the trees in the middle of the field down there. They're still there though. And now we're looking into the sun. And the outhouse used to be down there. This appears to be the spot where the toolbox used to be. There's a curious rectangle of mud here. No sign of the wood anymore. But I imagine that the wood was sitting on the ground there. And here's a cinder block sitting at the base of a tree, which pretty much means this is where the outhouse was. Last time I was here, the outhouse was just 4 panels laying on the ground right about here. No sign of it anymore. In 1992, it was still in one piece and it was laying on its side. When I stood it up and left it standing up, I probably doomed it. But there's the cinder block where the outhouse used to be. Here we are at the edge of the field, the head of the trail down to the creek. When I was little, this was the point at which I wanted to be picked up and carried. That would be okay today. The hunter's path is rather sinuous. The driving path was a little straighter. The ravine kind of turns into a dry wash as we get closer to the bottom. Well, I guess it's a dry wash all the way up, but you can actually see it here. By the erosion, you can imagine there must be a lot of water coming through here in the spring. That siren that just kind of wound down there was the noon siren in Ridgeway. So I guess it's noon. This tree here seems to have suffered from a massive structural failure. I don't know what the hell that thing is, but I have a suspicion that if I touch it, something bad will happen to me. Oh, I hear a critter. There it goes. Hey critter, what are you? I think it might have just been a squirrel. Looking for the rock. Here it is, I think. Yeah, I do believe that's the rock. Maybe not. There's some paint on it. Well, I couldn't find any paint on the rock. I haven't seen any rock that would be an impediment to travel other than this rock. So maybe this is the rock. Or maybe these two bumps, one in the center, one on the right, that are green. Maybe those are the rock. We're now approaching the lower parking area. Aha! Here's the rock. That's one hell of a rock. No wonder we discussed bulldozer and dynamite and other options for removing the rock. That thing is a serious impediment to travel right there. Well, good to see you, rock. Okay, I've found the rock. This rock is a serious impediment to travel. There's no doubt whatsoever that this is the rock. Hello, rock. No, long time no see. Although I don't see any paint, but I am 100% certain this is the rock. Okay, I could use a chainsaw right now. The tree has fallen in my way, although not recently. Alright, got around the tree. We're now approaching the lower parking area. Wow, this is pretty grown over. Oh my gosh! There's a rock up there that I've never noticed before. It's almost a bona fide bluff. Let's get a closer look. Well, Dad, I don't know if you ever noticed, but there's actually a bluff on the farm, right up there. Amazing that we never noticed that before. Maybe you did. I did. Here's another view of the bluff thing. Looks like maybe there's about 10 feet of, about 10 feet tall, maybe 8 feet tall. Wow. And here are the smaller ones. Isn't that bizarre? I'm having a bit of a hard time. Figuring out where the road used to go. This seems like what should have been the parking lot here. These trees had a rough time recently. So, well, the stream's off in that direction, I guess. If you listen carefully, you can hear the stream. There it is over there. Kind of shooting into the sun, so it's not a great shot. But I think we want to be over here. Well, here it is, the place where we used to build dams. The trees that used to span the tree that used to span the river has fallen. So this is the creek. And there are the two trees that used to. One used to span the creek and the other just kind of stood there. On the other side of the trees we used to build dams. And the stream is still wider at that point. Here's an upstream shot of the former dam site. Where the water gets rough is where the dams used to be. I say dams because it had to be rebuilt every year after the spring flooding. We'll head downstream a little bit here. Whoa, those have got nasty prickers. So the ledge here above the creek is much narrower than it used to be. This used to be wide enough that I think the farmer could get all the way to the property line with a mower, but now it strikes me as too narrow for that. So we're going to find the cottonwood tree, or at least where it used to be. Well, this looks like the site of the old cottonwood tree here. There's a large tree fallen across the creek, but it has no bearing on our search for the cottonwood tree because the cottonwood tree was on the other side of the creek. But this looks like the right place. Of course, it took me 3 tries to find the rock, so we'll keep looking. Okay, I've just walked maybe 100 feet from that fallen tree, and I see a no trespassing sign, which means that the property line was here, which pretty much means that we found the site of the old cottonwood tree. There's just no trace of it. Here's a closer view of that sign. No trespassing, hunting, or fishing. Violators prosecuted under penalty of law. Rena Barger, owner. And over here, a rather substantial oak tree. There's not many large old trees in the forest anymore. It's mostly 12 inches in diameter or less. Here's another view of that big oak tree. I'd say it's about 24, 26 inches in diameter at the base. It's a beauty. Here's another substantial oak tree. Again, maybe 26, 28 inches. Well, not again. This is different. But all these big old trees look so unhealthy. Dead branches. Lots of dead branches. Here, for instance, kind of looks like the stub of the branch is crapping another branch. So, although I can't provide any evidence to support my claim, I'm pretty sure the big old cottonwood used to be right there. Its roots used to overhang the stream. I don't know, maybe it was here. Because I do seem to remember there being a wide spot with calm water. Anyhow, we'll never know. I can't help but think that this mountain of wood here is the carcass of the old cottonwood tree. Perhaps rushing water in the spring moved the base of it up onto the shore. That is a real big piece of wood. See, this piece of wood here decreases in diameter further from the stream. That might be it. I don't have any other theories. It appears as though there is a fungus among us. Whoa, what happened to the color balance there? So, got a little better lighting. Maybe make out the bluff things a little better. There they are. I'm now standing on the lowest bluffette, and the pan started on the dam area, and we'll bring it on around to the end of the road that goes up to the field. Now, we'll end it on the other bluffette. Oh, what the hell, let's make it 360 degrees. Okay, panning up. There's the bluff. And I am not on firm footing here. So, back down to the pond area. dam area. Whoa, we've gone beyond 360. I can't stop this thing. It's out of control. Headed back up to the top. There's that pesky rock again.